I wish.
Aaron, your face video is creepy as hell.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I don't think I saw it.
I downloaded Sora, but I have no idea. I'm like so confused. I'm gonna text you, Aaron, because I need some help.
Go for it. No, that video started off because I teamed up with a bunch of creators. I'm learning how to write the prompts and stuff, and that actually was just like a photograph that somebody had generated, and I decided to take it one step further and I put it in Sora. But I didn't realize how creepy it was with the meat market.
Hey, it
And
worked.
so after I watched it, then I was like, ooh, maybe I should put that in like a beauty store.
I don't see it. Where'd you post it?
It's on Facebook, my personal TikTok, and my personal Instagram.
I don't see a meat market picture.
It's a face wrapped in plastic wrap. It's called Fresh
Oh, I
Face.
see it now.
Girl, it is crazy. What the
That's
I was
not
like,
weird
oh.
at all.
I was like, oh, that's dark.
It's not weird at all.
But it
I am
worked.
moving
I
over
had a
to
reaction
YouTube.
and I remembered it.
Yeah, nope. Nope. I'm out. Hard pass. Huh. I love it. All right. Let's hear from you. What are your Wednesday celebrations? Something you're just dang proud of. I haven't heard from some of you guys in a while, so let's make it a share-a-palooza.
So I went on vacation last week.
Nice. Did you come back from vacation or are you still there?
No, I
Mental.
actually came back.
Okay. Welcome back. Did you have fun?
Yes, we went to Phoenix for my birthday, and it was nice and relaxing. Watched his nephew play baseball.
All right. Can everyone on this call all help Erin to live a better life this year so that she doesn't think Phoenix is a vacation?
I don't want to say it, Aaron. We love you. But I was like,
It was nice. It was a little vacay.
I was about to chime in and share my win was going on vacation, but then I heard you say Phoenix, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. We
Well-
went to New York City.
There you go. Went to the Big Apple.
Big Apple. James's son did not know that's what it was. I said that. I was like, "We're here, Big Apple," and they were like, "What? What are you talking
Hey.
about?"
Where's the Big Apple? Oh, shut up.
That's why we travel. Explain that.
All right. Other wins.
Started
Wrote
at
2 offers
21.
this
Oh,
weekend.
go ahead, Fabi.
2 offers, Fabi. Great job.
That's awesome.
Jim,
I said I started a 21-day fast yesterday at church.
what are you fasting? Is it just a
Coffee.
full like water fast?
No. So only drinking, for liquid drinks, water, and then, also fasting. Laziness was one of my big ones. Getting back to the things I need to be doing daily. But yeah, kicked coffee and then had like serious withdrawals yesterday. It was brutal.
But you're
But,
eating food, or you have to eat no food?
No. Yeah, no, I'm eating food. Just we cut
Oh, I
out.
was going to say
Stephanie cut
21
out.
days. Dear God.
Stephanie cut out sweets and all that, so we cut out all the sugars, and so I'm doing that with her. And then I fasted coffee.
I will be doing a 72-hour straight fast here shortly.
So my
Just-
cup of hot water.
Just water and AG1. That's it.
That sounds
I'm-
painful.
I'll drink a cup for you this morning, Jim. It's not from
Appreciate it.
McDonald's, but
Appreciate it. Well, then
Great,
you
what
don't
was
drink
yours?
coffee.
No, I just said that sounds painful, but my win, I just hit my 2-month mark. Consistently going to the gym, starting to see a lot of progress now.
I mean, you look the same to us.
No, these arms are jacked now, bro. All right, they're jacked. No, I'm just kidding. They're not there yet.
He doesn't get the joke. We only see his headshot that hasn't changed.
I look rough right now. I'm still trying to get the kids ready for first day back to
put
school.
your eyebrows on.
Put your eyebrows on. Put your eyebrows
Hey,
on.
whoa.
There's one thing I know about you guys in the morning is you'll never look as good as you think you want to look, and you don't look as bad as you think you do. Because the only person on here that's going to make fun of the way you look is probably me. And I'm not that mean. I love it. 2 months in the gym. Let's keep going. Is there a goal weight or just a physical overall well-being and health?
Yeah, the goal weight, was back to 175, and then I realized that's probably a little too big for my height, so I'm gonna keep it at like 168.
Trey's gonna blow away the next windy day we have.
Isn't that funny, Eric? He's talking about 168, 175. He's got a 7-pound increment. You and I fluctuate 7 pounds an hour.
Well, the problem is I've been having a hard time gaining weight. So yeah, we're good. We're going up though. I started this off, I was 150. I'm 160, 164 right now.
Okay. Good. 2 months in. Love that.
Yeah, I've been gaining a lot.
Easy way to gain weight, Trey. Turn 40.
Oh yeah, you ain't wrong.
I'm working on that too. You know, I'm getting there.
Level 40 for me comes this year. So
He's still in his 20s. He hasn't even hit the switch for 30 yet.
I'm high 20s though. All right.
You and me both, Trey. It's all good.
liar. All right, what else? Come on, guys. This is time to get back into the roots. I love that you're back on this call, which means that you were spoke to this morning and someone says, you know what? I haven't been on the morning call in a while. Let me jump back in. And I want to say welcome. I don't care if you were gone for a day or a month, or this is your first time being on it. Welcome back. Welcome here. This is your place to connect, collaborate, and to be a part of something bigger than yourself. I freaking love it. And like we do every Monday, we reset our mindset, right? This is the first mindset reset of the year. Even though we're 5 days in, it's the first Monday of the new year. Who's ready for a mindset?
I am, definitely.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Everyone walks into the New Year's with resolutions, right? Everyone out there, not just in people in the growth sphere and real estate, but everyone's like, oh, New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution? Well, my thoughts are that if you needed a New Year's resolution, you're not going to reach it. Because if it was important to you, when would you have started? Before, right? Like Trey's case, 2 months ago. New year, new me, bullshit. Sorry. Let's just cut it where it is. You don't need a New Year's resolution. You need a new level. Like Jim, 21-day challenge, right? You're going to get rid of laziness. What does that mean? Well, it means you're going to do what you need to do before you do what you want to do. Can we all hear me when I say that? Do what you need to do before do what you want to do. Because naturally, we are not wired to do the hard stuff first. Raise your hand if all your chores are done. That's what I thought. Raise your hand if you did some leisurely activities in the last 5 days. Also what I thought. We often choose what we want to do over what we need to do because we're designed to seek comfort. I was talking to an agent friend of mine last night, and she's working. She's out there hustling, showing houses. We're just having a chat, and she's like, I can't drop the key by your house. I have my mom and baby with me. I said, that's no problem. No, she's like, my dad died yesterday, so I've got my mom with me to keep her busy. I'm all, do you want me to go show houses for you? She goes, Dan, he's dying either way. Like me working or not working, it doesn't change the hard facts. And then it made me realize that there are so many things that I have not done. So many things that are left unsaid because I've done what I wanted to do. And sometimes that wanted to do were the things that were easy, right? Everyone walks into January with this big hype around their goals. But when do they fail?
The first Friday, right?
When it starts getting hard.
Something like that.
We call it Quitters Friday. First Friday of the month.
Yeah.
Right? Quitters Friday. Because most resolutions, right? Resolutions are just that. They're words. They're not actions. They're not tied in something that's going to keep you moving. They're tied in this fallacy that's like, oh, you know, it would be nice. You know what's also nice? Growth. Development. Everyone walks in hyped about their goals, but the reality is most of them are ghosted by February. And right now you are 26 days away from February. Who's already given up on their goal for the year? Who hasn't even set one, right? If you needed the first of the year to sit down and go, you know what, I'm going to be a better version of me, you're probably already too lost. Because the moment you realize that there was a better version of you, you should have been walking towards it. The moment somebody pointed out and said, hey, Dan, you could do things better, here's how. There should have been a line in the sand, and that version of you no longer exists. Are you with me? We talked about this all of last week, didn't we? Line in the sand. It's not just some metaphysical theory of life or a playground game where you draw a line in the sand. It's I want you to realize that now you know there's a better version of you. Now that you know there's a better version of life. Now that you know that there's a way of doing things that will make everything easier. Why would you ever go back? You're telling me that all I have to do to get everything that I want is to be willing to do whatever it takes? So why? Why aren't you? It's because people chase dreams and goals without updating their identity. Who you are dictates what you do, not vice versa. A lot of people think, well, when I become rich or if I get money, then I will do the thing. It doesn't work that way. Right? I'll be a better dad when I'm in better shape. I'll be more active with my kids when I can drink less or smoke less or do the hard substance less. It doesn't work that way. Who you are doesn't change when you get somewhere. Somewhere changes when you change who you are. Are you following me? Who before do. This isn't about what you want. This is about who you need to become. Let me change that sentence. It's not what you want in life. It's who you are in life. If you need some theoretical day to change your outlook on everything, you're already lost. Because I'm telling you right now, this is my gift to you. You have permission to change who you are. If you don't like the results, let's change the input. If you don't like the way things are going, you don't have to wait for a certain time in life to change it. Oh, you know what? Before I'm 40, I'll do it. Or before I turn 27. Right, Trey? I'll do it.
Turn 28, all right?
Before I can grow a beard. Right, Josh? I'm just messing with him. Here's the thing. If you want to change, do it now. If you hear something that compels you to live a better life, draw the line. Step over it. Don't look back. Anyone can get fired up on January 1st. The pros, the people that are really living big lives, get fired up on the Thursday in the middle of the month because they read something, heard something, saw something, felt something, did something to be better. When you change your standards, when you elevate the things that you tolerate, the trash takes itself out. Procrastination is one of the things that we all do very well. I'll do it later. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. Ooh, what I love about this is I'll get it when I get around to it. How many times have you avoided going down a certain area of your house or walking by something because you know there was something that you left undone? Anyone? Me? Am I speaking to the choir or am I speaking to the
My house is not that big.
bleachers? All right. What's that, Fabby?
My house is not that big to where I can avoid places. But yes.
We
I
need,
was just thinking the same thing, Fabby.
we need to upgrade Fabby's life.
Hmm.
Right? What's your new floor going to be? What's the new standard? What's the new way I operate? My word for the year is standards. I shared this with many of you guys who were on the call the other day. Is I will no longer tolerate in my life, in my business, and in my relationship that to of which does not meet my standards. Even if it's uncomfortable. Hear me again. I will not tolerate in my life, in my business, and in my relationships that does not meet my standards, even if it's uncomfortable. That second part is the magic behind it. Are you doing what you have planned, or are you doing what's easy? Going to the gym is not easy. Having a routine is not easy. Following a diet is not easy. Saying no to things is not easy. But when you measure them up against your standards, are you the type of person that sits in bed until 10 a.m. in your pajamas before you get up and move? Or are you the type of person that starts the day, both feet on the ground, lets the devil know you're awake? Those are different standards. Are you the type of person that puts all the dishes in the sink and then when it gets filled, you'll then clean them? Or do you wait until you run out of spoons before you do anything? Or are you, I used it, I washed it, I put it away? Those are your standards. When we choose depth to our standards, they become core identities. I am fill in the blank. Not I want to be. When you speak into truth who you are, it shows up. So if you needed the New Year's to get a new resolution, that's fine. But remember when I say that if you needed that time to reset, you're already off base. If you want a better life, live a better life. You don't need some magical first day of the year. I can tell you that from experience, I have never had a monumental shift between January and December. I've literally gone to bed and I've woken up. The only difference is I have to remember to change the last number when I'm writing a date. Anyone else plagued by that? Right?
Every year.
Every year. That's the only thing that changes. I am on a perpetual growth journey. That is uncomfortable. I have hard conversations with people every single day. These conversations range from you are messing up in life to you only need to do a little bit more. And I can tell you that sometimes the hardest changes to make are the small ones. The insignificant, monumental changes happen every single day. Motivation like deodorant, wears best daily. Keeping your mind right is probably one of the most difficult tasks you can do. By a show of hands, who's naturally positively focused? They look for the good in things. They naturally lean towards the positive outcomes.
Me.
Few of you. Most of us, we think about the negative. What could go wrong and how do we keep it from happening? I can tell you about 1 million different ways that my life could go to shit. I would struggle to come up with 50 ways that my life could be great. And this is me telling you this, not just a script to prove something. I am naturally a negative-minded person. I look for the outcomes to go bad so I can prepare against them. My dad trained me from a young age. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Honestly, Dad, that was probably the worst lesson you could ever teach me. Because since that day, what have I prepared for? And when you seek out such devils, what do you find? What we focus on expands. So even for me, every single day, I have to take a moment. I collect my thoughts. I change the narrative. I swing them a more positive vibe. I'm nearly 40 years old. My dad probably told me that 32 years ago, and it still sits in my head. So there's a line in the sand. I don't tell my kids the same things. I'm going to help them live a better life. I believe in it is what it is. Find the positive. If you want to change, change. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move in alignment. I don't feel ready to lose weight. I don't feel ready to make the phone calls. I don't feel ready to make the tough decisions to be a better person. But I'm telling you now, my friends, who you are demands you to move in alignment. My smokers, I am not attacking you. My drinkers, same thing. But when somebody says I'm trying to quit smoking, they never will. It's when they change the verbs to I don't smoke. And that's an identity shift. I'm trying to lose weight. Guess what, my friend? It'll be a struggle for you forever. Why is that? Because your identity is stuck on somebody who has too many pounds. And you're trying, not succeeding. Right? I am a physical body. I am a mental mind. I don't have a drinking problem. I don't drink. There you go. My mother, love her to death. I love my mom. She is a core of my life. My mom has struggled with alcoholism her entire life. My mom has tried to get sober her entire life. 72 years that woman has struggled. And I told her, Mom, stop. You know, her response is, it's not that easy. Why isn't it? It's up here. It's 100% up here. If you think it's not easy, guess what? Is it going to be easy or not? Just like that seller phone call or that buyer's phone call or that negotiation. Let's pull it back to real estate so I can write this call off on my taxes, right? If you think it's going to be a bad negotiation, guess what? It's going to be. So why aren't we thinking in alignment with an identity that serves where we want to be in life? Jim, you don't need a 21-day challenge to get rid of laziness. You got to do the things that need to get done before the things that you want to do. Because you're like me, brother. Comfort is a loud mouth. It echoes in the halls. Sit down. You work so hard. You deserve a break. Hell, even my son this morning says, Dad, you deserve a sausage egg McMuffin because you work so hard. Buddy, I appreciate that. I really do. But don't ever say that to me again. When I am trying to change who I am, I don't need reminders of who I was. You don't need a resolution. You need to change your level. You don't need to set goals. You need to set standards. If I follow a recipe to the letter, should the outcome be guaranteed? Give or take, right? If you start changing variables and getting creative, do you know what you're going to get at the end? No, never. So if your standards are the standards of someone who's successful, capable, charismatic, disciplined, is your life going to follow in those footsteps? Today, guys, I want you to set the tone, not just for today, not for this week, but for the remainder of your life. This is not a New Year's resolution. That itself already sets an expiration on your development. By this time next year, I'm going to be different. You could be worse. Set a new standard. Ask yourself, what is the version of me that's no longer allowed in 2026? I don't need you to change everything about who you are. But the biggest monumental shifts are the most incremental pieces, small changes. So let me ask you, if you care to share, what is one standard, just one, that you're going to elevate and stick to today?
Database and follow up.
What does that mean?
That I'm not gonna not do it.
You are the type of person who does what?
What do I personally do?
What are you going to do?
Fly out of the gate like a bat out of hell and then fizzle out and then restart over and over and over again.
15 times this year, huh? What about I am the type of person who follows up consistently with a system?
Yes.
With a system, people. Right? One standard. What's one single standard you're going to set for yourself? How are you going to show up differently in your life? Not just here, not just to sound pretty on this call. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I track your activities. I know what you're doing or not doing by how you show up. Guaranteed, if you don't do something for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're not going to see you for a while. Why? Because people vote with their feet. If I'm creating an environment of highly engaged, successful entrepreneurs that are out there working, are you going to feel comfortable in this space when everyone around you is doing something and you're not? Maybe your standard is you're going to jump in even if the river's moving too fast for you and figure out how to swim.
Mine is I'm gonna start asking more questions to clients, getting a lot more information before we actually meet up and do things.
Man, ask better questions, lead a better life. Better questions go a long way for a lot of you, don't they? Was today worth your time?
Absolutely.
Put some serious thought into that, guys. What are the standards that you're not going to let stay down? What are the simple standards in life? Right? And I'll repeat my statement again. I will no longer tolerate things in my life, my business, or my relationships that do not meet my standards, even if it's not comfortable. If somebody talks to you poorly, do you just bottle it up and walk away? Or are you the type of person to say, hey, when did it be okay to talk to me that way? Try doing that to an 8-year-old. Almost got in a fist fight in the subway. Standards are everything. You don't need a resolution. You need a higher level. So, who's going to level up this year? And by leveling up, you don't go backwards. You don't reset every year. You do something better. And I'm sorry, but my standards are that you guys live better lives. And if I got to drag you through your success kicking and screaming, you better get real strong about pulling back because I'm going to win. I'm going to be the most violent success coach you had this year. I'm not going to let you lie to yourself. Every one of you wants a better life. Every one of you deserves to be a better version of you. So draw that line in the sand, step over it, and leave the nonsense that kept you from living your truth yesterday. You can visit it. Don't take it with you. Sound good?
And will you repeat your statement? I want to write it down.
I will no longer tolerate in my life, in my business, and in my relationships that to which does not meet my standards, even when it's uncomfortable.
Thank you.
Most of you, if not all of you, received the 9 questions from John Maxwell, your year-end review. Who did it?
I'm halfway through it.
Okay, I got 1 hand raise that I saw. 1 hand raise that I saw.
Can I have it, Dan?
I'll send it to you, Miss Lydia. It's
Thank
also
you
in our WhatsApp group chat. If you're not going to take the time to inventory where your mindset is, are you going to take the time to develop it? Anyone ever worked retail in their life? Right? What happened every year? Don't you have to go count shit?
Yep.
Right? And oftentimes inventory was the most exposing time of the year. Like, where the hell did 400 lighters go? Man, I used to hire about 40 of the weirdest carny looking people you'll ever see to come in and count the building when I worked at Lowe's. And they'd come in and they'd count every nut, bolt, screw, washer. It was insane. Anyone ever seen that happen? Oh, am I wrong, Eric? Are these not some carny looking people?
Yeah, they are. We have them in the government too.
I love them to death. I'm being judgy today. I'm fine with it. But I just want to give you guys some insight. These people would come in, and these are the type of people you wouldn't look twice at. And they come in and they give you a report at the end of the day, about 3 or 4 days of them counting for 15 hours. And they give you this big red report. And the truth that it shows is so hurtful. Because you count once a year to find out what you've lost all year. You think if you did inventory a whole lot sooner than every 12 months, you wouldn't lose as much stuff? Yeah. Now, some places like Lowe's are too big to inventory every month. So we did cycle counts. We did counts on certain product types every week. We went and looked at the things that mattered every single week. We counted to make sure the important things were in place. Why aren't you taking inventory of your life the same way? How did my thinking serve me this week? How did my actions align with who I am this week? Not New Year's new me. Because 12 months from now, I think it's a little too late. If tomorrow you wake up and you don't like your life, what should you do?
Change it?
I mean, that's pretty simple. Find out what you don't like and start improving it. Either improve the situation or improve the input. And who's the input?
We are.
We are. If you're not happy, you're probably to blame. If you're not successful, you're definitely to blame. Win or lose, you're at fault. So let's inventory it. Take an inventory. Look at your life. Look at your mindset. Look at your year. What were you proud of? All these things. If you didn't do the exercise, you cost yourself some very insightful introspection. Okay. I don't say these things for my health. I say them for yours. Who's going to do it? Good. Good. All right. Any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Thank you for getting me 6 extra minutes of your time today. Welcome to 2026, guys. Mikey shared it in the chat. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry John Ford, maker
Love
of the
that one.
amazing vehicles on the road. You can drive something other than the Ford, but then you'd be wrong. Not that I'm a Ford family or anything.
Shit.
Little shenanigans the other day. Sydney went on a triple date. And for you guys don't know, she's dating Mikey's cousin. It's very strange. I have a whining in my house at all times. But I think Connor's not a whining, is he? No. Okay. So another truck was in my driveway. I had 3 random trucks in my driveway, and they were all Fords.
Connor or Colin?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Small
if it's
little
Colin,
sort of.
if it's Colin, yeah, he's related.
His drives a crew cab blue F-150.
Yeah.
Yep. But I just thought it was funny. And then as soon as they all left, I had to go check for oil drips in my driveway. So good old Fords. Guys, I am so happy that we're in a new year because this is the chance for some of you to listen that you hadn't listened in a while. But I don't want you to wait for the new year to be a new me. It can be a Tuesday in the middle of August. And if you don't like the way things are going, switch it up. Small improvements make lasting impacts when compounded daily. Small actions, not big actions. Those people that lose 100 pounds in a year, 90%, if not higher, gain it all back and then some. Why is that? Because they took massive action to change something, but never changed their identity. They were always a fat person. So they still did fat people things. When the hard work goes away, you revert back to your lowest level of training. So let's all improve our standards so that when the hardness happens, our defaults are better than we're at today. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
Great.
So Mikey's got puppies. Hi, puppies. Seriously, he's literally fighting with one right now. I don't know how you got it in your lap like that, but I've missed you guys. Welcome back. I'm excited to hear all your stories from the last 2